What's going on? What up, people? This is RasDaKai. Just going to do a quick review on the Falcon and the Winter Soldier episode 1. Really just random thoughts. So yeah, it kicks off really dope, and it kind of differentiates itself from WandaVision a lot. Like, this is going to be a action TV show. Like, it is not story based. It's not, well, there's going to be some story, but this is not a sitcom and all this other stuff. This is going to be action, dope scenes, flying, shooting, folks falling out of planes and shit. Like, the Falcon, I mean, I feel like I've seen him do things in like the first 5 or 10 minutes of this episode, like doper stuff than I've seen him do in all of the Marvel movies. Like, when he's by himself, apparently he is the shit. But like when Captain America and Iron Man and Spider-Man are like all around, you know, like he can't really shine as much, I guess. But then it switches over to Bucky, or the Winter Soldier, and he has more. Well, the scene that we see is much darker, right? Because you see him as the Winter Soldier, I guess when he was not himself or whatever, and it's a very dope yet dark scene. Like, he's still dealing with things that he did in the past, like when he had no control. Like, he's dealing with that guilt, and trying to move on, like trying to be normal, you know, when nothing about his past is normal. And then it's a very sucky situation. I'm trying not to spoil too much. I don't want to say everything that happened, but it was a pretty good first episode. Like we sort of get a hint of some of the bad guys or whatever. They're kind of souped up or something like well, there's some kind of a gang or whatever where some dude is all powerful and shit. He's throwing folks across the street and, you know, so on and so forth. So I mean, that it was okay. I wasn't that interested. I'm like slightly curious about who those bad guys are, but they don't feel like the real bad guys. They kind of feel like Bebop and Rocksteady or something. Just like sub villains, but the real villain somewhere else, you know. So I am kind of curious about what that's gonna turn into. Overall, I feel like it was a pretty good episode. Nothing too crazy besides the first scene. I kind of feel like we're just getting to know where the characters are, you know. Yeah, like we're really just getting acquainted with their mindset at this time, which is like 6 months after the blip was fixed, I believe. Even though he says like a few months or something like that. But anyway, one other thing that kind of stood out outside of the scenes with Falcon and his family and stuff like that, like trying to get a loan and just like life during that time, was that Falcon had to give up the shield. Well, he was kind of pushed into giving up the shield from Captain America, and they put it in his case, the government, but then afterwards they gave it to some dude that looks, I hate to say this, but he looks really corny. he looks like, I don't know, like he's a camp commander or some shit. Which, you know, there's nothing wrong with camp commanders or like whatever they are. What does he look like? He just looks like he sells ice cream or like he's like a old school milkman or something. You know what I'm saying? Like he doesn't look like he gets women as much as Steve Rogers. Like he gets women, but Steve Rogers look like he could take your girl with or without whooping your ass, you know? This guy, he would have to like buy her a drink, you know what I'm saying? And like take her out to eat, you know. I don't know, like he would have to really work some magic. Which I guess is like an average guy kind of thing. But yeah, I mean, I feel like this guy's gonna lose big time. Like he's gonna die, or he's gonna give up, or there's gonna be a big fight. There's gonna be a big fight, and he's gonna drop the shield and pass out, and maybe Falcon's gonna have to pick it up and start using the shield, and it's gonna be a dope moment. Like that's where it feels like this is leading to, because he does not look like a real replacement for Captain America. He looks like the dude that you don't want to be Captain America, so you want the Falcon to be Captain America instead. Like the he looks like the guy that will inspire you to feel better about the Falcon being Captain America. You know, that's what it feels like. So we'll see. And I mean, I've seen images that I don't know are real or not, where the Falcon kind of has the shield, and his suit and wings and armor and stuff is kind of looking Captain America like. So that could be the future. Yeah, I could be right. So we'll see. I mean, I want to say I heard that that a Falcon and Winter Soldier are going to be sharing the shield. So we'll see how true that is. Anyway, pretty good episode. Nothing too crazy. It's just setting things up. So it could be like WandaVision, where, you know, the first 2 episodes just get you into what's going on with the characters, but then episode 3 and 4 is really what you're like waiting for. So if you're not hype about this episode, give it a chance. You know, keep watching. If by episode 5 it's garbage, then maybe this show isn't worth watching. I don't know. All right. Y'all have a good one. Thank you for listening. Goodbye.